Okay, looks like we're firing up here. Get the bot up and going. It should be going now. Check the slots. See if it is. Yep, Chris already got there. No money bags, but you got some coins. Okay. Get the giveaway up and going. Okay, it should be going. You have 8 minutes to get in it. Exclamation point raffle. Get you in there. Get back here where I want to be. Okay. Gonna start filling some wheat cent albums again. Michael took them last week, so we got new ones to fill. Probably fill these for our gift away stream when we have it. We'll just see how close we're getting. I think we're up to about 31 dimes. I still haven't received what Kane is sending me. Thank you, Drew. Well, it looks like Kane got the membership. Thank you, Drew. Okay, Michael, I'll set it aside for you. Yeah, I hate to keep jacking prices up. Doggone it, silver price is up to almost $52. And of course, the Postal Service has raised prices here in the last couple weeks too. So it's up over $4 for a tracked package. So 55 bucks for that, Chris. I appreciate it. But anyway, hopefully everybody's having a good weekend. Say hi to you. We'll get over here and see if I can see who's in the chat. It's like Alexander, Dennis, Chris, Coin Silver, Drew, Jim Shank, Jimmy Lacari, Kane, KCB. Hi, KCB. If it's the first time you've been in here or not. Michael Martin and Marsh, New Marshall, and Vincent C. just popped in. So howdy everybody. Get in that giveaway. Explanation point raffle will get you in there. Okay, Michael, I'll see it after the stream. So thanks. I've only got one more of those left, so then I'll go on. I got one Christmas one after that, so I did. If you guys would have bought the Eagle last stream, I would have screwed myself because it was actually the Star Privy from last year that I had pulled out, so I pulled that back off. I've got the 2022 Eagle back out here again. It is the West Point minted US Mint packaging one. Looks just like the regular one, but it does have the West Point Mint. They were quite a bit more expensive than the 70 bucks I'm asking for it, so I just say that. Yep, get in that raffle, explanation point raffle. 40% earn a dime for the start of stream. 67, Probably a 64. Might be a 64. Oh yeah, that's the one that's got that, looks like an emerald toning on it. Nice coin, uncirculated 64. Just got a, looks like it was an end coin of the roll. But yeah, nothing new this week. Been trying to get caught up. I probably will have a bunch of live streams next week doing my kit build. I got my parts in, my option parts for my new truck. I have a Bacardi. I'll probably be building that next week. Try to get it ready to go by next weekend. So, probably be busy. May do them during the day. I may pop back in again during the evening. Do a couple hours at a time, building on it. So if you see live streams next week, during the middle of the week, it will be building my kits, or building my kit. You know, hi Littlefoot. Somebody seen just pop in here. Anybody else watching on the side, get in that giveaway explanation point raffle. Got the wheat cent, or the Indian head cent and steel cents for the bounty tonight. Again, filling the albums. I'm going to put this 1909 to 1940 album aside like we have been. We'll fill on this one. I probably need to turn that the other way like that. Make a little more room here so I can get that album up on screen. Hi Woodsy. Get in that giveaway explanation point raffle. Hop on in that giveaway. Probably got about a minute or so to get in there yet. I think our weather's, we've been pretty decent and warm the last week or so. I think the weather's about to start changing here. Okay, got you, Woodsy. Yeah, it's cooling down here too, Bacardi. It's down to 60. It's supposed to be, I think one day even down in the 40s or 50s. It's supposed to be down to 50s, maybe down in the 40s this next week. So what you're getting, Bacardi, is headed our way. Looks like the giveaway is done. Get over here. It's like 21 likes already. Thanks, guys. 19 of you in there are watching. 18 in the giveaway. We'll pick a winner. How about that, Dennis? BC Bomber. Oh, just a little late, Fleabag. Congrats, Dennis. Okay, can do that. Thank you, Dennis. We'll add this to the giveaway. That's 3 spots. More spots for Dennis in that. What is today's date? 10/18. Say I've been putting everybody in. That's how you'll get your raffle or your tickets, is in that order as they get in. I still haven't received yours yet, Kane, but I'm sure it's on the way. Congrats, Dennis. Okay, get back here where I want to be. Say we should be getting pretty close to 3/4 full. T. Roy sent me a package. We got it in this week. I don't know if we'll do our update this week or not. I know I'm going to be busy building that kit. I do have a video ready to go for Thursday already, so we might wait a week. No live stream next weekend, guys. I will be off racing, and then the following week will be the 1st of November, so we'll do our member stream the following week. It's laid out here. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna set the bag off to the side. First thing we're gonna do somewhere here. Now there they are. We're gonna get 55 and a 58. I've got a nice one here from Architect that I'm gonna put in. The album started off. Just get a nice one in there. I've got a few of them left. And we've found a fair number of 58 fillies also in these bags, so I know, Chris. I know. Anyway, I might adjust that down just a little bit. There we go. That way I don't have to have it. Nothing you really need to see up above there. Anyway, get started on the bag here. Like I say, I put it off to the side. We'll grab handfuls. Probably go a little slow here at first. Going through these. We did find a 15S the last time looking through these. Well, we got a 58 Denver. Let's make sure, yep. Be looking for varieties. Of course, they're all wheat scent, so first coin that comes up, unless it's really bad, we'll pop it in the album. That's a 50 Denver. The teens through the 30s, like before, we'll throw them in the cups. When we get this album pretty well full, we'll start working on the older album. 45 Denver. That's a 53 San Francisco. Always nice to see San Francisco mints in these. They are from the kind of the East Coast, but these coins. Well, there's our first 30s. It's a 39 Philly. Another 58 Denver. I don't know why, but it acts like there's not enough light. 52 Denver. And there probably ain't. I haven't got this other light pulled over here where it should be. That's a little better, should be. Well, that's our first early one. And it is a 1917 Philly, so there is a variety double die on that we can look at. I don't think it is by just looking at it, but we'll set it aside and look at it. 37. $56 Denver. Of course, we look for the shadow D on the Denver, but that is not it. The D is too low. Well, there's our second early one. I believe it's just a 1912 Philly. Yep, 1912 Philly. So that'll be a book filler. Cool, Michael. A little tougher dates. Anything with a mint mark in the teens, there's tougher dates. So cool. I know you said you filled some spots in it. 46. Philly. 42 Philly. I wish that was not there. I'm going to move these all over and get that one up top so I can get that book slid up. There we go. So you guys can see it a little better. Another 46 Philly, which we already got. I think we got the 53 Denver too, don't we? No, we got headed San Francisco. $42 Philly, I know we got that one. Another 56 Denver, not the Shadow D. I didn't know, Dennis. He'll probably pop in here. 41. Be nice to hear if he got his package or not. Yeah, that's what you kind of expect. Probably find the 1909 VDB for not too bad of a price. That's a little better date. 50 Denver. Like myself, I bought one that was in uncirculated condition. 50D, we got it. I think I paid about 30, around 30 bucks, maybe 32. Okay, Ann Marsh. Hey, there's our first 44. Everybody needs a 44. Highest minted wheat cent. There's a 58 to look at. The very rare DDO. 42 Philly. 56 Philly. I think we got that one. Oh, and I've been throwing the 56 Denvers. We'll find another one. I should have filled that spot. 52 Denver. Got it. Yeah, got a nice 57 coming out. 58 Denver. Got a little red on it. Got a 57 Denver and a 57. So that's both of them we'll need. And the 57's got a little red on him. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. '53 Denver. We got it already. Don't we? Yeah, we do. Thanks, Jim's breaking hearts. '52 Denver, but it looks pretty nice, but I think it's just been cleaned a little bit. Yeah, it has been. '53, I think we got both with the mint marks, so need to look any closer. '52 Philly. Yeah, we need the '52 Philly. Yeah, I don't have the VDBS yet. I do have the 31S, and I also have the 1909S, which is one of the tougher ones. Also a 1922. I don't have either one of those yet, but the no D or the with the D. So one of these days I'm going to have to hunt them down. There's a 56 Denver, not the Shadow D, but we can put it in the book. Not a bad looking coin. $26 likes. Okay, Captain Vic, my hands are about empty here, so we can go ahead and do our 25 likes. That was a 42. Get over here. $26 likes. Only showing 12 of you watching. Complete that. Do our 25 likes. Okay, it's going. Explanation point raffle. Get you in there. Maybe a little nicer 67 there. That's a 1960 Denver. Not bad shape. Looks pretty uncirculated. Get in that giveaway. Explanation point raffle will get you in there. And hopefully everybody's had a good weekend. I've been watching RC races today, along with doing other things. Live online. Should have probably started on my kit, but my table was already covered with stuff, so I didn't. Probably start Monday. Probably going to take a little longer because I've got a brand new ESC that I've never messed with before. I have to rob a part or two off of one of my older trucks. Some of the stuff that I haven't bought new but are just fine off the older ones. Like a servo. That's something I'm going to have to pull out before I get going anyway. That's one of the first things that go into the car. I've got a couple in other cars that I haven't been racing for 2-3 years. One of them I know is in pretty good shape, so just as well be using it rather than sitting around. Get in that giveaway if you're not in there. Explanation point raffle. Probably about up. Didn't win yet, Fleabag, but maybe just shortly. Okay, it says it's done. Hopefully everybody got in there. Only 14 of you. Pretty good odds. Looks like it's going to be loose change, Scott H. Loose change, Scott H. Formerly known as Scott H. Get back over here to the put it in gift away. Okay, Scott, can do that. Thank you, thank you. Get us another step closer. Congrats, Scott. We'll do that. Hi, Maple Leaf. I think I said hi to Captain Vic. You bet, Scott. No problem. Grab another handful. Hi, Tim. You're just a little late getting in that giveaway we just had. Got maybe a couple new guys in there. Hi, Scott. Maybe we'll get over here and we'll give everybody some points. Everybody can always use some points. Let some of the new guys play the slots. One with a whole bunch of zeros behind it. Okay, we give a whole bunch of points to everybody. Lets you play the slots. Say slot bounty is an IHC and a steel cent. No problem, Scott. Oh, CT scan, that don't sound good. Hopefully everything's okay, Scott. It's not a bad looking 1948. Do we got the 48? Yeah, we do already. That's a 53, but we got both of them with the mint marks, so I think it was an S. 44, I know we got that. Another 53, Denver. $46, we already filled that one, I'm sure too, didn't we? No, we didn't. Have I thrown one of them aside already? Probably. $45 Denver, we got it. $57 Philly, I think we got that one. Another 57 Philly. $57 Denver. Okay, there's another old one, 1919 Philly. Haven't seen one of them yet. 46 Philly. $56 Denver. It is not the Shadow D by where the mint mark is placed. So just chuck it aside. We did fill the spot finally though. 57 Denver. $46 Philly. $56 Denver. Looking at that one, the mint mark is a little higher, but it is not what we're looking for. Oh, got a 45 San Francisco. That should fill a spot. $48 Denver. I think we got that one either yet. Again, these albums will fill up the, we'll definitely fill up this album. The earlier dates, we'll try and fill over half full and probably give it away at our gift away when it happens. Hopefully we get to 48 dimes. 53 San Francisco. Got it. $46 Denver. There's another one we need. Is it reneging on you, is it, Fleabag? Just have to up the stakes with the slot machine. 53 Denver, I know we got it. Say unplug his cord if he don't straighten up. 58 Denver. Got it. That's part of getting older, Brian. Your hands aren't happy when you do stuff. I get to building on those kits and my hands get sore. That's why I got a power wrench. 44. This new kit, it'll definitely work me because a lot of the upgrade parts I got for it are carbon fiber, and screws do not like to go in them easily. I just say that. 57 Denver. Hi, Brown Eyed Jewel. I couldn't tell you. What you say, European pennies? Are you talking like euros? Euro pennies? Got a new pew pew. There's a 41. Did I put a 41 in the book and not look at it? Holy cow. Well, I'll pop it back out. 56 Denver, not the Shadow D. $58 Denver. 52 Denver. Got it. 48 Denver. Got it. 46 Philly. We got it. It's like an older one. Nope, just a 44. Well, there's an older one coming up. One I don't see often. 51 Denver. We don't have that one. Close, Fleabag. Threaten the slot machine a little more. Anyway, that's a 1921 Philadelphia. It's one we don't see a whole lot. '56 Denver. Not the Shadow D. Another 56 Denver. Yeah, not the Shadow D. Mint mark is too low. '57 Philly. Got a beat up one. Just a beat up 57 Denver. Okay, we got a red cent here. Not a bad looking 58 Denver. I know we got the spot filled, but there's a 35. I don't think we've seen a 35 yet. Another 1919. We did see one of those earlier. Again, I'll get out the earlier album after we get this one pretty well full. 56 Denver, not the Shadow D. Another 52 Denver. I'm going to pop that 41 back out if I can. I don't know why the heck I put that in the album without checking it for the DDOs. Okay, next handful. Again, you just popping in. No live stream next weekend. I will be off racing. 42 Philly. The following week, we will do our members appreciation stream. So in 2 weeks from now, next live stream on Saturday night. 57 Denver. 52 San Francisco. That is a spot filler. Oh, Chris. I see it. I see it, Chris. Yeah, but you won now, Chris. Making up for it. Not a bad looking war scent. 43 Philly. Yeah, not bad shape. The Indian is an 1898 ASE. I'm sure this is what Chris wants. And he's back to playing slots. Congrats, Chris. Now that's one. I wondered when the slots are going to loosen up a little bit. 42 Philly. Got it. 51 Denver. We got it. Drop that in where it don't belong. Okay, Chris. Oh, there we go. 1916 with a mint mark. It is a Denver. So that's a little better date there. .45 Denver. I think we got it. Yep. Hopefully we find another 15S like we did the last bag. That's a 17S. So that's a new one. There's a 36 Philly we can look at. .56 Denver. Not the Shadow D. Haven't had one that's been super close to be possibly that Shadow D. Well, we got a 45 Philly. That'll fill a spot. A little rough, but we got a 1920 Philly. I haven't seen one of those. 57, Philly. 53, San Francisco, which we got. 57, Philly. 57, Denver. 46, Philly. Got them all. 50, Denver. Yeah, we got that one too. Kane. Cool. Well, that's a 58. Kane, what do we got you? Alexander was close. Got a cleaned 1904 Indian head cent. It looks nice. And the 43. Yeah, it's been a while since he hit a slot, Kane, isn't it? Congrats, buddy. See if my package or my envelope beats yours here. 47 Denver, being it's not a package, it'll be an envelope. 47 Denver. '53 Denver. Boy, we've seen a lot of them. 39. I think we saw a 39. Close, Chris. Might be your night. 56 Denver. Not the Shadow D. Thank you, Scott. Thanks for the $1 super sticker. Yes, he's okay, Chris. You just aren't seeing the live streams because he's gone to members only, Chris. He'd done that before where he's back to members only now again, so. That's a 58. If you're following him, you should be still seeing his announcements for members only, but I think it'll be members only from now on again. 56. $3.99. Pretty cheap. 47. Nope, we don't got it. No mint mark. Here's another one we don't have yet. 1918. Philly. That's another 1939. Close in, Marsh. 58 Denver. Another 46. $56 Denver. Haven't decided if we'll do pennies or half dollars. 56 Denver, not the Shadow D. Hi Gumby. First time in. Possibly. Well, we got a 1913. It's got just a little corrosion on it, but does it have a mint mark? I don't think so. I'm just looking at it. May not be corrosion either. Yeah, maybe it is. A little bit of gunk anyway. They're about where the mint marks should be. That one I might have to look at it a little closer. See if I can get that. It almost looks like there may be a mint mark under that little bit of stuff there. May just be a good gouge, but it isn't one that we're going to be probably needing to look at today. There's a 55, one we can look at, get in the pile to look at. 51 Denver, got it. Probably scope some here after get through this handful. Okay, I think we got another 1917. Yeah, it is. The 7's pretty well wore off. I'll show it to you guys. We'll scope it, but it isn't the double die. 54 Denver. At least if it is the double die, that's one we need. 54 Denver. Let's make sure it isn't a San Francisco. How about giving Gumby some points, guys? So he can play the slots. $53 Denver. We'll get you some points there, Gumby. Close, Dennis. Put add points. There you go. Give works. Oh, no. Maybe you haven't been in here quite long enough, Gumby. It usually takes about 5 minutes for the bot to recognize you. Give it a minute. 41 there to look at. Okay, there, Kane actually got him some points. There you go, Gumby. Should have some now. Thanks for trying there, Dennis. Thanks, Kane. Another 41. 58 Denver. And the slot bounty is 3 money bags, Gumby. Get 3 money bags. You'll get a bounty prize. You've probably seen that pop through in the chat. Get either the Indian head cent, steel cent, or one of the $half-dollar sets. What else? Oh, the gamble. You can't lose point with gamble. You only build your points up with gamble. So that's something to think about. 57 Denver, a pretty nice one. That one's going to go up to the side. Got the other games you can play. The heist. There you go, Gumby. You can, like I say, you can play now. I think the top you can spend on slots is like 100,000, but it don't make any difference you do one or 100,000. 57 Denver. $58 Denver. 51 Denver. All ones we got. $53 Denver. $57 Denver. Quite a few 50s in this batch of bag, or this bag. Well, there's one we can look at. 46 San Francisco. Yeah, like I say, I get through this handful. I think it's time to search them. Got a 42 Denver though. We can fill a spot. Hi, Eli. Okay, we'll get the scope up here. Got a pile here to look at. Close, Michael. $36, looking for the DDOs. There's actually 3 different ones that are recognized. Look at the date. Liberty, like we do with this and the 41. Look at the motto for any doubling on any of those 3 points, which that one don't have. Like I said, the 41's the same way, a little different looking DDOs, but I think a couple of them are at the date. One of them has pretty good doubling on the Liberty. Then we also look at the motto, looking for anything that looks out of whack, which we'll set that up there to put back in the album. Chris and Dennis were both close. Another 41. Again, looking at the 3 different places for anything, any doubling. Nothing there. This is the one 1917. What you would need to look at on this is a quite a bit of thickness on the 7. And a split in the 9. Which, it's pretty worn. Be tough to see it either way. But I don't think that's thick enough on the 7 anyway about it, so. She's mean. Okay, the 58. Very few of these, like 3 or 4, ever been found, but significant doubling on the Liberty, if you were to have one. Almost naked eye visible, which that one doesn't have. And I guess I can go ahead and chuck that because I got a nice one in the book. $55. Most everybody knows the doubling again, almost naked eye visible on the date. Always look a little bit for the poor man's doubling, which see on the last 5 especially, and it's not there. That may fill a spot too. No, I got the 55 in there. I don't know why I'm thinking I need to do the 58, 55 because I got nice ones in there. Saw it win. Did I miss it? Yep, Michael. Yes, I did miss it. Okay, I'm back up on top. Thanks, Chris, for telling me I missed it. Decent 43 there. Might be nicer than the one that's in your album. And if I could see it, I think it's a 1905. Yep, 1905 there, Michael. Cents. Okay, gotcha. It'll go out with your Snoopy. Congrats, congrats, Michael, and thank you again. Okay, back to looking. Yeah, coin's pretty beat up. I'm not seeing anything on that one. Got 5 to go. This is that 17 that pretty rough shape, pretty worn. I was saying I had to look at it under the scope just to make sure it was a 17. We do got some thickness on the top of the 7, but again, just wear, I believe. Not seeing anything on the 9. Well, the wind picked up big time there. 1917. I think it's supposed to rain tonight. Maybe it is. I'm not for sure. Oh, that was tomorrow. 58. Nope, not the doubling. Double die. Yeah, it picked up pretty good. Another 58. If you find, person finds one of these, you have a good chunk of change. 2 to go. This 46S is pretty worn. Looking for an S over D mint mark. Say pretty rough, tough to see, but it's tough to see the S over D anyway. It looks like there's sort of something there, but that will fill a spot also in the book. Last one, another 41. And not seeing anything on that 41. Okay. Well, we can put these 2 in the book. 41 back in there. And that 46S. Must have been just a weak strike because that coin is tight. Grease strike probably. Doing Denver. Yeah, I think that one might fill a spot. Just make sure it is. It's a Denver mint mark. It's a 49 Denver. You're not on the board there, Dennis? Oh yeah, you are. Looking to catch up with metallic. 57 Denver. And another one, 51 Denver. Just make sure it ain't an S. It isn't. It's a Denver. Littlefoot needs a win. Fleabag needs a win. 57 Denver. Brian needs a win. '57 Denver. Another 57 Denver. Seen quite a few of them too. Oh, the 53s. Yeah, that's an old one. A little slick. Make sure it is what I think it is. Yep, it's a 1911 Philadelphia. I think we've seen a 1911. Kane uses poodles. There you go. Littlefoot, you were close. Close, but no cigar. 36. That's a 1928. I don't think we've seen one of them yet. .45 Philly. Got it. .56 Denver, not the Shadow D. I made a sacrifice today. I flused. .53 Denver. Flused. 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 I don't know if I've heard of that word. Flu as in... There's a 40 Denver. Flushed. I gotcha. There you go. One important letter there, that 40 Denver. Set that one aside there because that will fill a spot in the other album. But I don't have to go clear back through the 40s to find them. I got you, Brian. Lack of hand coordination there. 57 Denver. Yep, 1917 Philly again. Look at. I was going flused. What's flused? I was trying to figure out what letter that you didn't put in there right, but I didn't think about forgetting a letter. 46 Philly. .56 Denver, not the Shadow D. Keep removing bones from wrists and hands. Okay. .57 Philly. No, we got it. We need a 55S. That's one of them that's always hard to fill up. Though I got some. 51 Philly. Hey, there's a spot filler. I agree, that sounds painful. Yeah, we got a greeny 36 we can look at. And 56 Philly. Well, finally a 55. And it is a Denver. So we can fill a spot. Close Gumby and close Kane. Oh, I got you, Brian. Ew. That's a 56 Denver with a really low mint mark. .53 San Francisco. I know we got that already. We don't have a 53 yet. What the heck? 37. 58 Denver. 56 Denver, not the Shadow D. 52 Denver. Got it. Another 58 Denver. And reach into the bag, grab another handful. Oh, I got you, Brian. $45 Denver. Got it. $51 Denver. Got it. We need the San Francisco. Kind of a red cent coming up here. Well, that might be one we need. Well, maybe not. I'm going to take a look, make sure it's not a San Francisco. Nope, 47 Denver. We got it. $52 Denver. What do we got? Fairly nice 56 there. Might set that one aside into my nice pile. $1945. Got it. Need some of the 44s. Yep, there's another 1920. I think we saw one of them earlier. 55, just making sure it is in the San Francisco, which it isn't, it's a Denver. Okay, 53 Philly. There's our 53 Philly, finally. To Denver, another 1917 to look at. And there's our 54 that we need, 54 Philly. Time we were filling some spots up here. I think we were better than we were the last book we filled. I think we had a lot more duplicate dates. 52 Denver. $54. It's a Denver, not our San Francisco we need. Hi again, Woodsy. $42. Well, we got a 42 already. $45. 57 Denver. And the last one there in my hands, a 41. I grab another handful. Close, Dennis. $50 Denver, and that sounds like something we don't have yet. No, we got it. We need the Philly. Okay, there's a 1940. We'll set that one aside. Again, I pull out the 1940 PD&S because that way I don't have to go back through all the 40s to find those spots to, or coins to fill spots. That's a 36. I'll actually fill them after the stream or whenever we get into the other album. 57 Denver. Need some points there, Woodsy. 20 Philly. I know we've seen at least one of them. $46 Philly. We'll get you some points, Woodsy, if you need some. They say playing the slots, you can play with 1 or 100,000. And then the build points, do the gamble. You can't lose points with gamble there, Woodsy. It'll only build your points up. 52 Denver. We get, I don't know if we guys got him some points or not. Not, I can go grab them again. There you go, Woodsy. Like I say, it don't make any difference. You play the slots for 1 point, or that's a 1950, or 100,000. $37. Not a bad looking brown cent. Of course, it's a 58 last year, Wheatie. And a 44. We need the D&S 44s. I think that's a 41S. I gotta make sure though. No, 46D. Boy, I was way off. Got some damage on the last digit. We got the 46D. 45. 57. Got both of them. Another earlier one looking like coming up. 58. Just about threw that one without looking at it. We got a 44 with a mint mark. Yes, we do. Got a 44S. That will fill a spot. Not our D that we're looking for to scope, but and that's 1926. Too bad that's not an S, but at the 26, I don't think we've seen one of them yet. Uh-oh, flea bag. And we'll do another little handful here. We'll scope the coins and that we got the scope, and then we'll do our middle of the stream giveaway, so probably in about 10 minutes or less. Do our middle of the stream. 58 Denver. Did we get a 55S or is it a D? It's a Denver. Kind of a beat up 46 there. 57 Denver. Looking older. Maybe a couple of them. Another 1917. Don't think it has a mint mark. It's a 1917, so we can look at it. 1919. I know we've seen one of them. .42 Denver, 58 Denver. Got them both. .53 Denver. 41. Yeah, time to scope some. Get in the pile again. I don't know why I'm having a hard time seeing mint marks tonight. I think that's a 54 Denver. Not a San Francisco. Yeah, 54 Denver. Be close tonight, Dennis, but not quite probably. 55. 56. 57 Denver. Okay, that's the handful. Okay. Flip it over here. Got about 10 or so to look at here. 55, of course, so everybody knows the famous 55 double die. Don't see anything machine doubling on the last 5, so it's not the poor man's. .41 with a little gunk. Seeing anything at the date. Nothing at the Liberty. I think eventually we'd find one of these. Many of them as we scope. That's at 17. That was pretty rough. Definitely not the double die. Like I say, you'll see an extra wide top. Top of the 7. If it was there, that's not it. 36. I think we found one or two of these. I've just put them aside in a container to mark it later. Never really went back and looked at them. That one's pretty beat up. Not seeing it. $58 for that strong spread on the Liberty. Not there. 6 to go. We'll do our middle of the stream. Nice 58 here. Or a nicer one. Not as nice as the one we got in the album, but not there. The other 17. Well, it's a little bit thick. It just worn. You'd also see a split on the 9, which a little bit that's there is all just damage, I believe. Yep, just damage. Or wear, whatever you want to call it. It's about the thinnest date I've seen on a 36. Okay, nothing there. 3 to go. Okay, now that one looks a little interesting. I think it's just machine doubling though. I'm looking at the 6, especially. I'm going to put that, see if that, yeah, I just think there's a little bit of machine doubling on the 6. Almost looks like there is a little bit of, I'm going to set that one aside. I don't think it is. Set it off to the side and take a look after the stream on under a loop. Another 17. That's just damage on that top there, the 7. Okay, nothing there. 1 to go. I saw that, Brian. That is sweet. I saw Southern Metal's video on it. His short on it. Be a nice find. Most of my 18s don't look that nice that I've looked at. That one's pretty plain as day. And the nice thing is about it is there's a spot for that in the good Whitman album, and that is a expensive coin to try and fill. By the way, I got some nice buffalo or tough date buffaloes. My buffalo album will be full except for the varieties. Now, got actually the last two, and I actually had one of the last three that I had, besides the two tougher ones, the 8/7 and 3-legged spots. Anyway, middle of the stream, 40%er and a dime. '68 Denver, not in bad shape there. A little bit not as nice on the reverse. And the '64 Denver, rosy, pretty good shape. I get over here, we'll get everybody some points again. In fact, I'm still on the page from where I added points earlier. One with a lot of zeros, headed everybody's way. Okay, Woodsy, we got you some points there, bud. Okay, get over here and get the giveaway. Down a little. And should be going. Explanation point raffle. We'll get you in there. Explanation point raffle. Hop in there, everybody. Heck, the chat's actually keeping up on the YouTube side. 34 likes. Thanks, everybody. Again, thanks for the super chat there, Scott, or super sticker, I guess I should say. Hi, Metallic. Seen Dennis say something. He's about caught you in hours. Explanation point raffle. Get you in there. Close, Otis. Probably about time for the slots to start hitting again. It's been a while. Yeah, nothing, like I said, nothing new here. Guess I did have to fire up my furnace about Monday for the first time this year. It was chillier. And then it got warmer again this week. Been pretty nice last couple days. Get in that raffle, exclamation point raffle. Time's probably about up. If you're watching. Did you get in, Mike Size? I'll look. I'll look. I'll open it. We'll see if Mike got in there or not. You can get in there now, Mike. It's open again. Okay. Yep, he got in there. Last chance. Gonna close. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Entries are closed. Pick a winner. New Marshall. New Marshall. Get back to the chat here. Just put Niue on here. Congrats, New Marshall. Okay, we'll get back to the hunt. '53 Denver, of course. We've had a lot of them. Mike Slice, I see it. Okay, I can do that. I didn't see it. I was watching for it, but I would have seen it here. I see it, Mike's. Thank you, New Marshall. Oh, write the date on there. I see it, Mike. I get you. Thank you, New Marshall. Mike, what do you got here? What do we got for... It's an 1897 Indian head cent. .43 with a mint mark. I think it's San Francisco. Okay, Mike, gotcha. Congrats, Mike. Get stuff sent out. Should go out Monday. Don't see no reason why it shouldn't. Okay, back to the hunt. '52 Philly. And we got a 26. Not in bad shape there. You get pooped on. I seen you got puppies earlier. They tend to do that. '56. '57. '47. We need the S. '36. We can look at 44. Everybody needs a dozen of those. 39. Now there's a 56 Denver that could be the Shadow D. Maybe we've not. Maybe we can find one of them RPMs that we found. Looking for it. 53. The other RPMs. 53 Denver. 45 Philly. Looking like an older one. It is 1918 with the mint mark, Denver. I don't think we've seen one of them yet, so it should fill a spot. 56 Denver, not the Shadow D. Beat up 45. Got it. 55 Denver. Another handful. Yes, it did. Dennis told me there, New Marshall. Thank you. I didn't see you say it. I was watching, but it must have been while I was swapping over to the other chat. Thank you, New Marshall. We'll get it put in there. It's not a bad 1911 right there. And another 17 to look at. Pretty slick though. Another 53 Denver. Yeah, I missed it going through the chat, but it must have been right when I was flipping over to the chat again. 56 Denver, not the Shadow D. 41. '44. Making sure that's, yeah, it's a 52 Denver. I thought it might be a 58. Not a bad looking 53 Denver. Let's make sure. Yeah, we got them all anyway. Sure it wasn't an S. 44. 58. 41. Both Phillies. We can scope. 45, 57 Denver. Another 58. 53 Denver. Got another 1940 Philly, so I'll put that up in that 1940 pile. 1921, I said don't usually see them earlier on another one. Close Mike, 44. Surprised we haven't seen a 44 Denver yet. 52 Denver that we could scope or fill a spot. 58. 58 Denver. 46. Been a while since we filled a spot. Come on. I'm gonna have to fill these by hand. Looking through all mine. 53 Denver. 58 Denver. Ooh. I think we've seen one of these before. It's a 28 Denver, not in bad shape. $55. Pretty sure it's a Denver. Yep, it is. We need the San Francisco. $57. 51 Denver. We need the San Francisco. And is that it? Is that another Denver? Yeah, it's another Denver. 51 Denver. Another 17. 52 Philly. 42. 47. Did we get to 47? Yeah, we did. Got a cleaned one. That's a cleaned 40. We've got better ones, not better one looking over or there in the pile. So 1923. I don't know if we've seen a 23 yet. Maybe it'll fill a spot. 57 Philly and Denver. $53 Denver. We've seen a lot of them out of this batch. 50 Denver. Got it. $58 Denver. 51 Denver. Need the San Francisco. And there's a 1925. I don't think we've seen a 25 yet. 46. 54 Denver. 44 Denver. It's about time. One will scope. I know it's a spot filler. 58 Denver. $53 Denver. Lots and lots of them. 46 Denver. Oh, that went in the wrong cup. 56 Philly. 42 Philly. 57 Denver. 57 Denver. 46 with a mint mark. It's a Denver. Hi, Coin Silver. I think I've said hi to you tonight. Uh, 55. I think it's another Denver one though. Yep. 57 Denver. Another 1911 Philly. That's 3 of those we've seen. Ah, no, I won't fill a spot. 42 Denver. I thought we had a spot filler. I need San Francisco. 46 Philly. 46 Philly. 2 of them. 57 Denver. 58 Denver. 56 Denver. Not the Shadow D there. And a 54 Denver. Just going down, down, down. $45, 57 Denver, 55 Denver, 57 Denver, 1950. We got it. I think we've seen quite a few 50s tonight, more than almost normal. Not many 40s. 53 Denver. 42 Philly. 53 Denver. And a 1917. Pretty slick though. Hi, retired old guy. 58 Denver. 46 Denver. $52 Denver. 57 Denver. Another 52 Denver. Yeah. 51 Denver. We need San Francisco. 44. 7 Denver. 58 Denver. 51 Denver. And a 1918 Philly. No, we had We had an 18 yet or not. We had one with a mint mark, Denver mint mark. $46. Another 46. 45. 53 Denver. Yeah, that's it. I didn't know we had an 18 already. Well, there's another one. And another one. Back to back. 42. 44. Phillies. 56 Denver, not the Shadow D. 41. Got a pile to go through. 55 Denver. We'll probably go to the scope here. 51 Denver. 58 Denver. And a 1950. We got a 50 and we got a 50. Okay, got a pile here. Let's take a look under the scope. $41. Seen anything at the date? Coin's messing with the automatic color adjust. Kind of looks like a lamination error there, maybe. Nothing fancy. Beat up 17. Well, that one's definitely got some thickness to it, but it's got thickness through the whole thing. It's pretty worn. Wouldn't be worth doing anything with it anyway. So even if it was, looks like there might be a little something going on there, but okay, this is the first 44 Denver we've had tonight. And you'll see a little bit of the S over the D. Or actually, the D is over the S, but you'll see a little bit of the S above the D. And that is not it, I don't believe. Just a little bit of damage. May not even be damage, maybe just gunk. Okay, I'm going to put that there in the album, get it ready to go in the spot. That 17 is much better looking than the other one. At least you can look at it. Okay, I'm not seeing anything there. 58. Be nice to find one of them. Another 58. Not there. He had a 56 Denver in here somewhere. It looked pretty good. Okay, not seeing anything at the date on the 41. You can see pretty noticeable doubling on Liberty for one of them. And I'm not seeing anything on the motto. Another 58. Nope. Ooh. Probably just gunk. Yeah, just gunk inside of the 9. Nothing. Nope. Few left. 3. Another 17. Definitely not our DDO. As bad as it's worn anyway. Host Michael. There's our 56. That is up there in the right spot. Say these mint marks can be all over the place on these earlier when they hand punched them, and usually they're down a little bit, looking for that D to be up between the 9 and the 5, maybe a little higher and to the right for the shadow D, but and it's got a scratch about where the shadow D would be. But I'm not seeing anything. Okay, Michael, we'll get your package sent out. Probably Monday. I'll get you tracking sent your way, tracking number. Okay, not seeing anything on the date. Or Liberty or the motto. Okay. Good luck filling your album up. Okay, we can put the 44 Denver in spot. And we down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of the regular dates. Should be doing better than that. About another handful or so, 2. We'll get out of here for the night, do our end of stream. Ooh, it's not a bad looking 44. Definitely going to get pulled aside. A little bit of, quite a bit of red on it yet. 46, 41. Another 17 right there. Seen quite a few of them tonight, although they were fairly higher mintage. 55. 51 Denver. Close, Brian. 53. I said that quite a bit tonight. Close. 58 Denver. Got a 56. Looking pretty rough. I think it's just 56 Philly. 52 Denver. 40 Denver. Set that 40 up there with the others. I think we got one of each of the Denver and Phillies. 51 Denver, 41. And that's one I don't know we haven't seen tonight. 56 Denver, not Shadow D. We got a 36 San Francisco. Back to back 57 Denvers. '46 Denver. '26. We've seen one or two of them tonight. Another 17. 57 Denver. Getting the bag knocked down a little bit, but we're not going to get them all tonight. '42. We need San Francisco. I think that's a San Francisco. That is a San Francisco. Fill a spot. '56 Denver, not the Shadow D. And another one, back to back. '52 Philly. 1918. Few of them tonight. That is a 1929, possibly with a mint mark. I'd have to look at it later, but we don't need to scope it now. Maybe when we fill the other book. Another 46 Denver. 57 Denver, 57 Denver. 58 Denver. 56 Denver. Here we go again. Not the Shadow D. So we should see a 54 Denver. No, 42. Another 42. 38. Philly. We've seen a 38 or not. And then we followed up with a 1920 Philly. 58 Denver. 57 Denver. Okay, here we go. Next one should be a 56 Denver. Nope, 53. 51 Denver. 48 Denver. Here's San Francisco. 57. 53 Denver. 53 Denver. 39. 56 Denver. Not Shadow D. And there's one we haven't seen tonight. 1930 Philly. 42. 29 Philly. 42. 46. 46. 46 Denver. 7 Denver. 57 Philly. 55 or 53 Philly. 53. 54 Denver. 53 Denver. 57 Denver. 51 Denver. 52 Denver. We covered about all the Denvers there in the 50s. Yeah, about one more handful. We'll scope the coins and we'll do our end of stream. We got the bag down to about 100 or so left. Maybe a little over. We'll do them at the next stream, and well, actually it'll be 3 weeks. Since we aren't streaming next weekend and the member stream is in 2 weeks. 46. 56. 56 Denver, not Shadow D. 58 Denver. 57 Denver. 50 Denver. But 50's cup is getting pretty full. I don't usually see it that full and the 40s be that empty. 56 Philly. 46 Philly. There's a 58 Philly. And another 58 Philly. And a 58 Denver. .44. That we haven't seen many 44s. That's probably why that cup ain't full. 51 Denver. 53 Denver, 53 Denver, 57 Denver, 53 Denver. How about a 1909? Come on. Nope, 17. I knew it was a slick one. 44, 53 Denver. And the last one is a 58. Okay, well, let's set this aside. We could have done a little better filling spots. Of course, besides the war nickels, which are war pennies, steel pennies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Left to fill in there. Say the 40s, I know we got a P and D in there. We'll put those in the other album, but close little foot. Get these scoped out. What is there? About 8 of them. That's one of the 17s. Pretty slick. A little thickness on the top of the 7, but nope. $41. Not seeing anything on the date. Nothing on Liberty. Nope. $58. We had a few of these here at the end. Nope. Another 58. Say it's pretty much naked eye visible. Except my eyes aren't the best, but that's not it. Not the best anymore, at least close up. 17. A little thickness on the top of the 7, but I don't see a split. $41. Haven't seen anything yet. Don't see anything there. Nope. 3 to go. And we'll do our end of stream. 58. Nope. 17. Nope. See, we got a little thickness, but nothing on the 9. And the last one is a 55. So we got a little bit of poor man's doubling going on there on that one. Isn't nice enough to keep though. Poor man's are damage. I would say a little poor man's machine doubling going on. Got a little bit on the top of the 9 also. Pretty beat up. Anyway, not a keeper. Okay, well, end of stream. We got the 2 choices. The albums are gone. We have got, what did we have for, it's a 61. I think it's a Denver, pretty sure it is. It's a little rough, 61 Denver. Yep, 61 Denver, I believe. Yep. I usually don't get rid of them. That one's a little rough. 61 birth year, but I got some nice ones, so I'll give up on that one. Or an uncirculated steel set PD&S is the choices. We'll get that giveaway going right now. Explanation point raffle will get you in there. Explanation point raffle. Of course, that could be 5 spots into the giveaway too, or gift away. Anyway, yeah, let's see. Nothing going on really. Go watch NASCAR tomorrow. Talladega. Probably watch a big wreck fest like normal. Otherwise, I'll probably work on some of these, getting these ready to go for Monday. Last week I had a lot of packages that went out. I had a discharger go out Monday or Tuesday, I guess it was a holiday. Package going to Larry, package going to Michael Martin with the albums. Seemed like I had another one too. Oh yeah, there was an eBay sale went out too. And anyway, explanation point raffle. Hop in there if you're watching. Probably not much time left, about a minute. Yes, I am, Dennis, looking for 1922. Of course, see, Dennis, the only thing, there was only 22 Denvers minted, or 22, there was only Denver minted. And they have what they call a weak and a no D varieties in the 22. So if you got a 22 and it don't have a mint mark, you've got something of some value. So yes, I don't have the 22 Denver with the solid D or the weak D, no D. Just tough for even just getting the 22 Denver's a little, can be a few bucks. And it's one that I've never looked for, I guess. Sure, my coin store probably has one down there. Just one that I never see. At least in these wheat sand hunts anyway. Yeah, there again. That's a good coin to find. there, Brian. Ernest, get in that giveaway. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Explanation point raffle. We're just getting done here. Hopefully you got in there. Not, we'll open it back up. I might have missed it. Just hang on. I bet you it's closed already, but let me open it back up, Ernest. It's like maybe Littlefoot was slacking a little bit too. Yeah, let me open it up. It was closed. 18 of you in there. Littlefoot, you are in there already. Looks like maybe Ernest got in there now. Maybe not. Oh, yep. Okay. Just had to scroll down a little bit. 19 of you in there. We'll close it up. Choose a winner. Captain Vic. Captain Vic. Get back to the chat here. I'm sure you probably want the 90%er. You bet, Captain Vic. Congrats, congrats. Should be headed your way Monday. Anyway, guys, like I said, no live stream next weekend. 2 weeks will be our members appreciation stream. Besides that, I really don't have a lot to say. Hopefully all you guys have a good weekend. Thank you, mods. Dennis. Kane. I don't know, we lost maybe Kane for a little bit, but and I didn't see Mike the Greek tonight, so Chris, you're gonna win. Turn pessimism into optimism. Anyway, guys, we'll get out of here. Thanks again for stopping by and watching the hunt. We'll see you in 2 weeks.